Hello, Toddbog here with Breaking the Stream, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Conquest of Elysium 4, the Baron playthrough. Where we last left off, we took care of our local area. Took a little longer than I expected, but the results were worth it. We did eliminate our first opponent as well. Pebble Mind, the Pale One class was eliminated, so we demonstrated why they're considered a little on the weaker side, especially against a horde with a bunch of units I didn't pay for. So very cool stuff. So at this point, we've now gotten that taken care of. We're going to continue to control our local area. We have really solid control here. We eventually want to come back to this port and take it. It is a good source of resources, but at this point, we're in a better position to keep forward and keep pushing the front line, and we can always capture this with later recruits. So, at this point, though, Oswine, let's see. Let's go ahead and kill these bandits. And actually, let's see. I think you have a solid force for eliminating. Well, I can't get there, huh? You guys at least have the movement. Yeah, let's kill these bandits here real quick, just to ensure they don't mess with us. Old battlefield. Okay, very cool. I think that's all we're going to be doing this turn, just to make sure there's no crazy recruits that we can afford. All right, so at that point, nice and easy. As you see, we need melee troops for sure for that group. Winter's here, so Oswine. Yeah, we're just going to crash into that. Alright, cool. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And 58 gold. Alright. So we eliminated those. Okay. So we do see a silver mine here. It's got a bunch of dwarves. We should be able to take this fairly easily, though. The dwarves do hit hard. However, I'm going to need both armies to do it if I'm going to do it. And I'll probably want them to heal a little bit. So, the watchtower did show off the huge cave. This is where our opponent started, so not too far from us, which is unfortunate for them in this case. We have a coal mine there, so we can start getting more iron for sure, which we're going to need for our troops. So, yeah, I think we're in a good spot there. For now, you're going to go ahead and use your special power to raise levies. A couple slingers, okay. I mean, I can't really complain about free units, right, at the end of the day. You, sir... This is always fun, maladies, but these guys do hit hard and have decent hit points, but... with our forces here, I don't foresee that being an issue, so... or we take the huge cave, which is the same thing, and it's free, so... And it'll allow us to recruit. Yeah, I think that is actually a win for everybody there, so... Okay. So let's go ahead and run a recruit here. Don't really need any of the siege weapons, although we could afford it. Do have enough to get some cavalrymen if I wanted to, but... Let's see, what happened to my tower guard? Are they beat up a bit? No, they're still there. I do need some sort of frontline melee, so... Alright, let's go ahead and grab more halberdiers. Right? Yeah, halberdiers. We'll grab some halberdiers here. Transfer them up just so that I can get them together, and then we'll probably come down and crash this as a group. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That is it for that. We got a few other fun things we can do. They don't have any action points, so at this point we're just going to move here, and what we're going to do is we're going to probably split. Our priest is going to come here and turn this into a farm. That would be kind of cool. As a matter of fact... Oh, I don't know what's over here. That's the reason why I'm holding off on it. Yep, see? That's a good thing I did. Looks like we have a dwarf player. It's been a while since I've played against the dwarves. 17 units here. They've already got Rime Warriors. These guys are just cold resistant, but they do 1 to 9 damage. Pretty nasty. These guys are the most damaging of the units, has higher range. However, they only shoot every 3 rounds, so they will punch through armor, but they'll do it slowly. And then they got some crossbow as well, which will shoot every other round. And then they've got the Runesmith, who has Dwarf Magic level 1, so that is something to be interested in. We do have the gold. Do I want the Metal Orders guy? I mean, longbows might just be better off for us. Oh yeah, and these guys do have 3 armor base, which is really good. And they have snow move, so they move better through the snow, so interesting. They're an interesting race overall to play as. I have a full playthrough. They're called the Davala because that's the queen of the dwarves. They're a little bit different. I'll explain as I go and crush them. But here, what do we want to recruit? Probably longbows. They're just so good. Alright, so we'll go ahead and transfer up some longbows. Alright, so we were going to Delta Split, but I think we're going to crush some dwarves. So let's do that. We'll come here. Let's go ahead and use that special power to raise levies. That's what I like to see. A nice high roll. And then we'll go in there. So this is just going to be a slaughter here for them. Yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, I think that's all she wrote there. And so trying to see if there's anything I have to be concerned about. Oh yeah, I wanted to see his magic. So basically they have Confusion. That's a fun spell. Cause your people to do strange things. This one right here is a burst 5 armor +1. That can be really bad. But as you'll see, we're just going to overwhelm them with our knights. So wasn't much of an issue. So at this point, Oswine may want to recover and build a new army to bring out. So let's go ahead and do some transferring here, shall we? We got the Baron not selected, right? Yeah, we do have the Baron selected. Alright, we had the Baron selected. He doesn't really have any troops under his own employ at this point. So let's do that, and let's do that. Alright, so we got that. So Oswine here can come up here, and he can use a special power to raise levies. He is beat up, isn't he? Wow. Lost the 9, every healing wound, and battle fright. So far, he can still see. And that's the important thing at the end of the day. 2 giant mantises. Normally, I would say split, do that swamp thing I want to do. But there's a dwarf somewhere. Let's kill the mantis. Oh, good. That actually benefited us. So these are your regular bowmen. As you can see, 1 to 3 damage and only range 5, so not nearly as good. But the city is fantastic, and Spelltown is the name of this city. As you see, it does 5 gold, all on the bottom here if you're not following along. 5 gold, 2 trade, which, speaking of which, trade admin, buying iron just makes sense for us. Once we do get trade. And then it slightly defensive, but it has a library, so your spellcasters can get new spells. So it might be useful for my priest to do. We'll spend some gold there, maybe. But yeah, he'll run back. Actually, he might just run to the huge cave, and then we can recruit our next slot. No, he should probably run all the way back to the Baron's castle. All right, we'll end turn. Another dwarf army. So the dwarves are an army that gets stronger as they go. So this is, again, nothing to be crazy about here. Your regular dwarf, 2 armor, shield, 5 hit points. That's the only weak part. And then they got 1 to 7 from their axe. These guys are upgraded versions of them. So the way dwarves work is you start with a basic worker, and you can upgrade them using basically your recruit option. So you would convert 5 recruits into one of the other dwarf types. So that's in this case, that's exactly what's happening here. So I think I have to crush the army. I want the city though. But if I don't crush the army, it'll probably do something over here, and then I have to worry about that. Okay, iron mine farm. But anyways, so instead of recruiting dwarf recruits, they're actually birthed. Kind of like insects, I guess is the best way to think of it. So it's kind of a weird way to do it, but you basically get those recruits birthed every turn, so you don't pay for them. And then you convert them into the troop types that you want by upgrading them with iron and gold. So definitely an interesting choice for sure in terms of mechanics, but it has its uses for sure. So 100 gold, I'm going to keep that. I don't see any reason to waste that right now on a defensive purchase here. So okay, so we'll go ahead and just crush him. All right. So 10 knights, 4 spearmen, and 1 exotic troop. Cool. High Lord. That might be worth replacing this High Lord for. 10 iron as well, but yeah, let's do it. We'll get a High Lord. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and transfer up everybody. We can leave the spear behind in this case. I think we'll be fine. Why is it slowing us down now? You're fast as well. Is it just... Oh, do I have the wrong person? No, no. Okay. There is a way to do this. If I hit F for fast. He's fast. Does he not count as fast? So when you hit the F key, it'll deselect anybody who isn't fast. Or maybe it selects everyone who's fast. Wait, are these guys... These guys aren't fast. They're battle fast. But they should have the 4 action points. Let me see if I just did these two. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. So cavalrymen are fast. The knights are not. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't really think about it in those terms because I'm usually not using 4 AP armies. I should have probably thought about that with the Hoburger playthrough I had, and I did near the end, but when it wasn't really a matter of thing. But if they're fast, they get 4 AP to move on the world map. If they're battle fast, that just means they move twice on the combat map, but not on the world map. So in this case, taking the spearmen, and we'll take these guys as well, won't be a harmful thing. So it's not going to be any faster the other way. So we'll go this way. What we'll do then is we will drop a longbowman purchase here, and you, sir. Huge cave is not very defensive. But we'll drop you here just so that you have access to any troops you pick up. Okay, so we crushed them. I want to take that iron mine, but that's a risk right now. So what I will do is I'll take this farm. We have another silver mine here with 27 dwarves. So lots of dwarves around here, and a lot of Baron type troops, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know if the map just happened to theme it up or if we just got lucky. The map gen is pretty cool, all told. It does a lot of neat things that underneath the hood, as it were. So I'm curious to see how that plays out, but this should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to let it go at this speed just so I can talk it through real quick. They're going to shoot us. They're regular bowmen. Our bowmen are going to get in range and start taking them off the wall. Their defenses, though, with the wall, they do get extra armor. So, and then we're just going to tear through the gates as well. So, with the armor we have here, their bowmen aren't going to be able to kill us faster than we can kill them with all the different shots we get. So, as you can see here, that's exactly how it played out. So, nice and easy. We get ourselves a big city to recruit from. Ooh, 10 spearmen. Interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they can recruit in mines. It's definitely something that they can do, but I'm trying to remember. It's been a little bit since I played them. Alright, well, let me transfer real quick. So right now at this point, we just need more archers. So let's go ahead and just recruit ourselves. You know what, we're going to leave the archers here, but we're going to recruit the longbowmen here. So that they'll defend the city against anything that might go. And I think we're going to take this iron mine here with this group. I think that makes the most sense. So, yeah, let's do that. What I will do is I'll move Oswine over here, and I'll sentry him. Although, let's see. No, I'm good there. We'll just sentry him. We'll sentry him there to allow us to control any armies that we eventually do recruit there, because that seems to be the smartest place to do our recruitment. I can already see an issue with having our castle in this corner now at this point, because now every time I get those levies I have to bring them out again and again, so that's interesting. Alright, well, it's a powerful force, but it's not going to be enough to take that port yet. So we'll just go through here. I'm just going to do this. It'll be a wasted move, but yeah, that's actually enough to take this. I don't know why I'm being so... I'm going to lose units, but it'll be worth it for that port for sure. So, okay. That's good. That's good. All right, end turn. So yeah, the dwarves obviously are dwarves, but they occasionally get special recruits, just like you see with the Baron. Where you get human troops, which are both a blessing and a curse. The blessing part, for sure, is the ability to actually buy troops that are trained. More dwarves. Just filled with mountains over here, so iron will not be an issue for us if we can get our local area controlled. But yeah, we're going to crash in here. Yep. But yeah, when you have the human troops, though, they slow you down in the snow, which reduces your mobility. So it's kind of an interesting balancing act. But crossbowmen and any sort of archers are great for defending your settlements and cities for sure. Okay. Took a few casualties, but overall I'm not too concerned. And he's probably concerned there. 10 swordsmen for 70. That's not bad. We can definitely buy those. Let's get them at Spelltown here. Discount on the swordsman. I forgot to check to see if they cost iron, but I don't think I'm worried about iron here. So these are Dwarf Guard. They're just slow, so they slow you down. Instead of being 3 action points, you're to 2, just like my heavy infantry. But they have that large shield and the 2 armor, so they're harder to kill. And they can be upgraded too, I believe, if I remember correctly. Queen's Counselor, and these are your Dwarf Workers. This is your core unit. As you can see, just 6 hit points, no armor, and they do 1 to 7 damage with their pickaxe, but these guys die in droves. It seems like they'd be okay, but I never really trusted them. Outdoor Dwarves were my favorite, so they have their crossbows, so they're a good mix, and they have a good axe attack, 1 armor. So just a good sturdy troop. The only problem is you can only convert 2 at a time instead of the usual 5 for everything else. So it's kind of interesting, some of the choices that you have to make. So we're going to do the scouting for that, and then we're going to get hit here. Wow, another silver mine. So silver, yep, we're definitely going to be swimming in iron. It's great. So we got this port. At this point, might as well leave the 2 remaining archers there. And they can defend the port against any crazy things that might come by. It's worth the 2 archers that we're spending there. I'm tempted to just come up and kill this goat, or these goats. They keep hanging around, so I might do that. Yeah, we'll eliminate that army. And as you can see, our usual, we eliminated them pretty easily. And we're bringing another group of knights over to just make our army even better. And since we've got a forward recruitment point, I don't need to do recruits and bring them along like I was before. So at this point, I really want to clear this area, but I also need to find this dwarf because the dwarves reinforce or become more and more intractable once they start going. So I need to get them before they get to that point. And there are a lot of classes that are like that, but the dwarves aren't going to produce like super, well, yeah, their ballistas are pretty bad, but they're not going to produce super units that are going to be difficult to take down. They're just going to get so stuck in on their mines that you won't be able to dig them out very easily, and that's where you have your trouble. So do I go with some tower guard? I mean, the longbows are great. I don't think I really need the tower guard, so broadsword, the armor, and the shield, all that's really good. Another scout could be useful, but no, let's spend a little of our gold here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some halberdiers. Again, given the choice between swordsmen and halberdiers, you choose halberdiers. It just there really isn't a decision to be made here. Halberdiers do more damage. They have more armor. Do swordsmen have more hit points? Nope, same hit points. So they have more consistent armor because they have 1 armor, whereas the swordsmen have their shield, which is 0 to 1 armor. So it's just a no-brainer there for that faction. So I'm not quite sure. I guess they could safely eliminate the swordsmen without any problem, other than the fact that they have the special recruitment. So maybe that's the only reason they keep it in. Okay, another army. High Lord and a court mage. Ooh, court mage. Okay. Well, yeah, let's definitely get our court mage. Alright, that's my priest. So our court mage here has High Arcana, level 1. So he casts Combustion, which can burn. Also can burn Force, which is cool. A great way to control your world. Paralyze, which is fun, but I mean, it's not the best set of spells. But what he can do is he can visit the library, and you see you can study a new level 1 spell for 50 gold. You got to have a level 2 library, which if you can find, you can then upgrade him to a level 2 version of him. So that's pretty cool too. But for now, he's not going to burn any forests. He's going to just sentry up here. And where did that guy come from? Was he down here, I think? Alright, let's take a risk here. Yes, there he is. Alright, what do you got? 16 units. So these are fully upgraded. Yes, I think they're fully upgraded. You have to use gems to do so. But they've got the flaming weapon now, which gives a lot of damage. 1 to 5 on hit, extra, and 1 to 9 base. And then 10 hit points, 3 armor, fire resistant, 100%. So, and then these guys are defenders of the halls. They fire earth branded, so they stun when they hit. Luckily, they still only fire every 3 rounds, though. So, so the question is it worth going after this guy? Because they appear to be coming from here. Let's take that. I'm going to take a risk. He may get killed, and if he does, I'll cry a little. But we'll take a risk and go here. So, okay. What I'm looking for is I'm trying to find their home. If I can eliminate their home, I don't have to worry about this. This is going to do damage that I don't really want to deal with if I can avoid it. So, alright. Jaybirth. Okay. At this point, Oswine should probably wake up and start moving back home to pick up. Oh, yep, the goats took it. I forgot we were going to take out the goats, weren't we? Yeah, okay. Well, that was my fault. So you guys are good. You guys are good. We'll go ahead and turn. Yeah, hopefully he'll clear out some mines. Actually, maybe not a good thing, actually. Alright, you're just going to go onto this. Okay, nothing to worry there. Let's see. Lots of crossbowmen on the walls, pikeneers. So these guys will be able to actually attack through the gate, because the gate doesn't actually block it. Since these are long, they can actually attack from to this square here. So that's maybe intentional, maybe just what they call a feature, right? So, all right. So finding more of Purple's stuff. As long as I can keep taking them, we're in good shape. I don't have any action points. Okay. You, sir, are just going to work your way through. Work your way through. This army should probably be able to take out these guys pretty easily. As a matter of fact, they definitely will be able to take those guys out easily. So we'll do that. He'll probably have to sneak through the woods here. So, okay. Now, am I worried about them taking anything here? Fraz the captain, Ozark the High Lord. Alright, let's give ourselves a captain back here. He'll move the next group out. We'll sentry him. Probably should have gone the High Lord, because the High Lord does get the special action, but I'll still move him back, but by the time he gets there, a new army would have spawned anyway, so. Alright, 2 trebuchets for 75 gold. Oh, that would have been cool. Alright, let's go ahead and use our special power to raise levies. Not going to really do much against dwarves, but hey, might be random people running around. Grab that. Don't see anything new. Alright, we'll figure out where they're coming from. Jaybirth. Grab that. Oswine is going to come back this way. Okay. Oh yeah. So this is got disease. Disease sucks if it hits. Basically, if a unit is diseased, which none of my units are, let's make sure. Let's see, cast disease. Knight is affected. Dang it. Which knight? Nope. This one. So when you're diseased, you'll have lower strength, so you'll do less damage, and you'll take damage every month until it dies. Regenerating units do not take monthly damage, but have their regenerative powers halved instead. So in other words, right now, he's going to die. It's just going to be a slow and miserable death. So he'll take 1 hit point damage per month until he perishes. So, all right, what do you got? 20 units here, all traditional human units. Should be a nice, easy fight. I can't reach you, though, so I think you need to flee, don't you? I'm trying to think the best way I could do this. Let's go ahead and use your special powers. Might as well raise some levies here. And we'll come up here. You, sir, are going to have to... Oh, darn it. We'll just move here. So, yep, I'm probably going to lose my monk. Oh, well. Move them over. Move them over. Yeah, the snow is definitely a detriment for us right now. Yeah, bastard. Okay. So, at this point, it's a race to see if I can find where they came from before they go and find another stronghold, I think, is the idea. So, we'll see if that works for us. Now, this army here is still really solid, so I don't think they're going to be able to do much, especially with a single outdoor dwarf here. So, we'll take them out real quick. We've got plenty saved at this point. Let's start building up another force here. I think we have, what, swordsmen, and yeah, so we just need some longbow. And we'll go ahead and end turn. Oof. So Leobold, the Enchanter, has been eliminated. And we've got a Dryad Queen again, so... I've gone a number of different times without a Dryad Queen, and now all of a sudden we're getting them in numbers. It's crazy. Alright, which is our best bet? Darn it. Just taking a guess here. Alright. You, sir... Oh, I guess you would get back in time, so... Alright, what are you going to do? Again, these are good quality troops, so we don't want to mess with them. So we may give up. Maybe they'll take out the silver mine, so we don't have to lose troops doing so. So we'll fall back. Okay, so that's another dwarf unit. It's just a lone runesmith. And as much as I want to kill him, that means he's... Ooh. Ooh, that's really cool. So that's a champion of the flames. So he's like a knight, but he's also a pyromancer. So he has his lance charge, and as you can see, it's just a super-powered one. He's got himself 3 armor. He's got himself a shield. But he's got a firebrand, so he does 1 to 6 fire damage when he hits in a burst of 3. Which normally would be a problem because it could hit friendlies, but since everybody here is probably fire resistant or proof, that won't be a problem. And then Burning Hoof as well. So that's cool. Pyromancy is probably one of my favorite in terms of just pure combat spells. Magma Bolt just shoots it at a range of 3. Also has this fire shield, so anybody who attacks it in melee will take 3 fire damage. You got salamanders, which have a strong venomous bite, as you can see, with all that poison. And again, they also have the fire shield. These guys are poison resistant, and they just have halberds, but they're also fire resistant. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. But it's not on anything special. It's just a mountain. So is that a wandering army? That would be really interesting. This is a gold stream, so that's really good. Where did you come from? There we go. There's our Davala. They got ballistas, so we're not going to be able to take them out. Ballistas fire in the siege phase, so we're going to take a bunch of hits. And then they've got this enchanted gate, which has got 5 armor and 70 hit points, so it's going to take a while. And every time we hit it, we'll take 3 damage, which is not blocked by armor. Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. So this is what I mean by they get intractable. So she's got super gate, she's got ballistas, and she's got nothing but shooting. So this is going to obliterate anything we throw against it. So we're not going to be able to knock them out, unfortunately. So that means we're going to have to bog down into a fight with the dwarves. But we'll persevere. Speaking of which, let's go here. Let's go ahead and transfer up some troops here. And we got more than enough to take these guys out now if we want to. This army I'm not worried about. This army I am, but let's see. Let's do another recruit here. So we'd want to bring trebuchets up there, and at 50 gold and 50 iron, it's going to be a while, but we can definitely do some serious damage with those against her army there. Burst 3, just so good. But in this case, let's see, what do we want? We want more longbowmen. That just makes sense. Let's go ahead and transfer those up, and we'll do some more longbowmen next round. Let's see what the enemy army does. We'll put these two together just so that we don't make a mistake there. And nothing else we want to recruit there, so we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, you're going to return there, and we're going to go ahead and sentry you up. And you guys are done, so... Yep, they're running. They've got so many leaders, it's ridiculous. Alright, so 12 knights, 8 spearmen, and an exotic troop. Scout, captain, alchemist. Alchemist, ooh, let's do that. From what I remember, alchemists are supposed to be really good because they generate gold. So 52 gold for Modic the Alchemist. So Modic has Alchemy level 1. So Burst 3 Strength, so giving +2 to essentially damage for 3 units. And Fire Resistance, which could be useful for sure. But yes, he's got gold bonus 2 per month. So it'll be a while before he makes that back for his cost. But he also is a caster and a leader. So it's definitely not a bad thing there. We'll go ahead and do that next recruit of Longbowmen here. And let's go ahead and transfer. You know what? We're going to transfer everything to just because it's smarter. When you have a leader, having a leader in the front rank like the High Lord is tough and can sometimes lead to you losing the leader and then not knowing or forgetting that you need to take control of your armies again with your other leader. So having someone in the back rank as a leader just helps you alleviate that possible miss. Right now, though, we're going to cut down this army here. I think that makes the most sense. Take our alchemist with us, I think. Just because we're going to have this as undefended, I don't want something coming in to kill him. So we'll do that. Okay. Up here, we might as well eliminate that. Just making sure, yep, they're buying more ballistas. Man, so many things. Let's just do a scout. Might as well do that. We can take their stuff still on the way. And we're good there. Nice and easy. Yeah, we're not going to take a lot of damage from them because they're not going to have very many opportunities to attack at all. So, all right, so we'll press that, and we'll just have to dig our way down again. Okay, at this point, we're going to take J-Birth out, so we can do that. And this army is sufficiently powered up that we're going to be able to take this with less casualties than usual. Yeah, we're not going to risk taking the thing. We may ring J-Birth up there to do so later. So, and then this is 14 units with nothing special, so we'll be able to take that next as well. And then we'll combine. We can combine our armies if need to. Spelltown, though, will definitely get themselves some longbowmen to defend themselves. And we'll go ahead and end our turn. Alright. Took some casualties as expected because they hit hard. Like I said, like a truck. Seafather. That's a new spellcaster. Water will definitely be useful, considering they've got a lot of fire going right now, which means they've probably got a source of rubies. I want to explore a little, so we'll do that. That'll give us some exploration, but I can get back to this coal mine, and we can probably take this town pretty easily. Yeah, we've got some pretty good armies going right now. Let's see. Yep, we're going to take them out. I don't need Modic for this, so... Jadris, you go over here. Modic, you come here. Let's just do a little scouting while we can. Alright, so we got a coal mine here, which will be easy to take. And we've got ourselves a magic library here. So this one's going to be a tough one to take over, only because of the 3 casters. High Arcana is not so bad. Nathame. Nice. That's this thing here. Of high sacrifice. 1 to 5 magic damage. Burst 1. I wonder if it does something else. Interesting. And then we got the Adept of the Iron Order with regeneration because they have the Boots of Regeneration. Oh, okay. I love that item. We definitely want to take a look at getting that. So yeah, we're going to probably move an army to crush that. But this will also get us access, as you see, with the 2 books in the bottom to a level 2 library, so we can actually upgrade our mages and such, so that would be really cool. But, okay, so that was a fun little scout. We're going to go ahead and head back there. And before I forget, I was supposed to, actually, for us, we're going to go ahead and sentry you. Frost, let's go ahead and grab these guys. As you can see, we're getting quite powerful with just our free recruits. This is stuff I only paid for the longbowmen here. As a matter of fact, we don't need to bring them at this point. Why waste the gold? So Frost will probably come over here and take our iron mine again, because that's just the smart move on the way over to bring more powerful troops here. These guys are just so good with their 3 armor. They don't do a lot of damage all told. 1 to 7 is not the greatest roll, especially against guys with 2 armor and large shields, or 3 armor and just all sorts of other stuff. But definitely adds up. All right, here we're gonna get their Sea Father. I'll show you what that is, and we'll grab some more longbowmen because we need to defend these walls. So the Sea Father, came with a Frost brand. Okay, that's going on somebody that will actually be in the melee ranks. Okay, so now he has the Frost brand. Frost brand, 1 to 7 damage, 1 to 7 frost damage, armor negating if they damage, so very cool. And then the Sea Father himself is Hydromancy level 2 spells. So he's got water-based and poison-based, so acid-based. Acid darts is really cool, 1 to 5 damage, magic and armor negating, 2 strikes. Stream of Water stuns for a burst of 3, so up to 3 targets, and 1 to 3 damage, armor negating if they're stunned. Call Water Elementals and Sailor's Death. So it does a stun, but if it stuns a target, it does 1 to 999 damage. Magic Resistance, though, does negate it easily, so that's a cool one. Yeah, and I'm happy with this selection here, so cool. So yeah, Sea Father is another one of our wonderful guys. We will go ahead and sentry you, and I think that is it. So we'll go ahead and turn. Crush this army real quick. Nice and easy. So many dwarves. An alchemist we will want to pick up, especially at 41 gold. I'm just going to do this before I forget. 14 units, all dwarves. We're going to be able to crush it, so we'll just do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and call it here before I get too far in. Again, these are running a little late because it's actually quite fun. You're getting a lot of different units, a lot of different stuff, and you're not constantly fighting for resources like we were in our last one with the Dark Emperor. So this place is abundant with resources and appears to be the society that is best for the Baron, because I'm getting a lot of these hamlets, and these hamlets are producing tons of knights. As you can see here, getting this every year without paying for it, it's huge. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really enjoying this one, so it's going to be really fun to see how it goes till the end. So this will be played to completion, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. So with that, I will bid you guys farewell.